This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of A Little Bit Fit with me, Karen Ross. Today, you are going to need your water. As always, you always need your water. You're going to need 2 chairs with no arms. Your light weights or your soup cans, whatever you got going on, or bottles of water, they work too. And a pillow, like a throw cushion, or a ball. Whatever you've got hanging around. A throw pillow off of your sofa will work just fine. All right, moving on to our fit tip of the day. Breathing, deep breathing. Our bodies were made to breathe all the way into the bottom of our lungs, but we never do. We breathe halfway and we breathe very quick and very shallow. So what happens when we breathe that way all the time? The oxygen levels in your blood become effective. Your heart rate and your blood pressure are affected by the way that you breathe. So when you slow your breathing down and you breathe all the way into the bottom of your lungs and breathe all the way back out, full exhalation, good things happen. Good things happen. It increases the oxygen levels in your blood, and that is a very good thing. Your oxygen levels should be at 95% or over. Ask your doctor to help you check those. It lowers your resting heart rate. It has an effect on your resting heart rate. It also lowers your blood pressure. It has an effect on your blood pressure. It also helps calm the mind, believe it or not. It allows your mind to focus because it's getting more oxygen, and it allows better release of the relaxation things in your system. So it allows everything to come down as you breathe slower and deeper. So practice that every day. Sit tall, breathe all the way into your lungs and all the way back out from your lungs, and see the improvements that happen. So grab your stuff. I will see you right over here in 2 seconds. You know what to do. Beginning of the cardio. We start that sway just to get everything moving and to warm everything up. Get your toe tappies going too. Got some disco happening today. I wonder if our technical producer can put a little disco ball in here. All right. Clap. Get the sway going. Get that hand clapping going. Remind your body to breathe as it's warming up. Heel tap. Half time. Little bounce. Sit up nice and tall. Posture, breathing. Tap out to the side. Breathe, sit tall and breathe. Back to the front. All right, march it out. Get the sway going. Disco. Warming it up. Roll it. Breathe. You ready to go? Full out. Here we go. Tap, tap. Keep rolling those arms. Breathe. To the front, push it away. We're going to change our arms. We're going to push it back. Push, push. Pull it in. Pull, pull. You got it. Sit tall and breathe. Out to the side. Disco points. Back to the front, opposites. Disco points. Oh, look at that. Cranking it up. March through that transition. Here we go. Curl it. Tap. Get those arms moving. Push it away. Push it. Push. Gonna change the arms again. Push it back. Push. Pull it in. Pull. 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 March it out. Breathe. Disco points. Switch. 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 Alternate. Breathe. Heel, toe, heel. Heel, toe, heel, switch. Use your opposites here. March it out to the side. Disco arms, switch. Full time, here we go. Out and in. Breathe, sit tall and breathe. Two arms. Out to the side. Tap to the front, pull it in. Pull, pull. Breathe. Push it away, tap out to the side. Pull it in, heel tap front. March it out. Just move your whole body. Ready to go faster? Here we go. Up, up. Or reach to the front. If that's your range of motion, reach to the front instead. You do you. Don't let it hurt. Remind your body to breathe. Up, up, front, front, up, up, front, front. Breathe. And we're going to start bringing it down. Back the way we started. Slowing it down, swaying in that chair. Disco ball going. Breathe, bring it all the way down. All the way down. Oh, sit tall and breathe. Nicely done. Cardio complete. Big check mark. So grab your water, take a sip or two, and I will see you right back here in 2 seconds. Okay, here we are. Time to do our strength training. So you're going to need the ball or a sofa cushion. It doesn't matter which. Okay, and you'll find out why as we get going into our exercises. The first thing we're going to do though is I call it a duck and push. It's a duck under, working the core, and then we do a push-up on our lap. You don't need to lay on the floor to do a push-up. You can do a push-up just as effectively by pushing into your lap and pushing your upper body away from your lap. So our first one looks like this. You're going to pretend you're ducking under a wave, and then you're going to push your weight into your hands, into not your knees, above your knees. You don't want to wreck your knee or your kneecaps. So just above your knees in the heels of your hands. So we duck under the wave and then we push into our lap. Duck under the wave and push into our lap. So you're pushing your upper body away from your lap by pushing in to your hands, into the top of your lap. So duck under the wave and then push away. So duck under and push up. Under and push up. Breathe. We're going to do a few more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, coming to that tall spine each time. Moving slowly and mindfully. So we're paying attention to our cues, our pain cues, discomfort cues, and all of that stuff. One more time. Breathe, push into your lap, and shake that out. Nicely done. So you can do push-ups on your lap. Breathe, shake out those arms, shake out those arms. Beautiful. All right. The next one we're going to do, you're going to need your couch cushion or your ball. I'm going to use the couch cushion so you can just see that it's just as effective to use something like this. So your fingers are facing me and your thumbs are up. You're going to put your elbows out as much as is comfortable for you. If it hurts your shoulders, drop your elbows down. Get that cushion tight to your chest and you're going to squeeze it. Release it. Squeeze it. Release it. You're going to feel your biceps contract and you're also going to feel your pecs, your chest muscles squeeze. Think about those muscles. This is why we don't use music. So you're not distracted by it and you can think about every move you make. Breathe. So squash that pillow. Open it up. Sit up nice and tall. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2. Remind your body to breathe. Last one. Squeeze. Release. And bye-bye, cushion. And let it swing. Actually, don't throw it over there. Going to need it again. I'm going to use my ball for the second exercise that requires something like that, though. So shake that out. Shake that out. All right, grab your one weight or one soup can. And what's the rule? Turn and face so you don't twist your lower back. All right, come to the front of your chair. We're going to lift this up, and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what actually happens here. I'm going to push my elbow behind me, and then I'm going to push back. So I'm squeezing the back of my arm, working the back of the arm, sitting tall, sitting nice and tall. Your other hand can rest on your lap. Make sure everything is facing the same direction. Squeezing that back. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Squeeze it back and release it. I'm going to swing it out. Breathe, switching hands, and I'm going to turn the other way so you can see what is going on here. Notice my posture in my lower body. I want everything solid and stable. Elbow behind, squeezing it back. Yeah, my mic pack is in the way, but oh well. I will work around it. There we go. Squeeze it back. Sitting up tall. Squeeze. Squeeze it back. Squeeze it back. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Squeeze it back, bring it back to center, and then release it. Release it. We're finished with our weights. Look at that. I didn't do my own thing. I didn't turn my body. My bad. All right. We're going to go into some heel rotations. And what this does is it strengthens your inside of your knee, and it strengthens the muscles around the ankles. All right, so shift forward, make sure you can see your toes, and we're going to do alternating heel rotations. Glue your heel to the floor. Sit tall. You're going to open it up, bring it back. Open it up, bring it back. Open it up, bring it back. Sit tall. If you have to hold on under your chair, hold on under your chair. Make sure that your toes don't disappear here from the ends of your knees. You want to make sure you can see your toes when you bring them back forward. Open it, close it, open it, close it. So you're picking up the front of your foot using your ankle muscles. We're going to do 1 more on the other side. Nicely done. Shake that out. All right. The ball or your cushion, your couch cushion again. You're going to put it between your knees. Your hips, your knees, and your feet are the same distance apart. This is working the inner thighs, the adductors, hip adductors. So we're going to sit tall. You're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. So put your stuff away, grab your water, and I will see you back here in 2 seconds for our stretch. All right, it is time to stretch it out, and we all know the importance of stretching. It allows your muscles to stretch, allows the blood to flow in there to help them recover and heal. So here we go. We worked our triceps, so we're going to do a tricep stretch. Reach up as far as you can, and then you're going to put your hand on the back of your neck or reach down your spine as far as you can. And that's it. Breathe. Sitting tall, sitting nice and tall. Engage your core muscles, tighten that wide belt, sitting up nice and tall. Breathe, just holding at least 20 to 30 seconds to allow the stretch to be effective. Breathe. and reach it back up and bring that hand down to your lap. Let's do the other side. Reach up, hand on the back of your neck, or reach down your spine, whatever you can reach to extend the stretch if you choose. You can take your other hand, push your elbow up. I'll hold this stretch this time. Breathe. If this is too intense, take it back to just touching the back of your neck. Breathe. Always sitting tall, never stretching to pain. Release and release. We're going to open up the front of our body. Shift to the front of your chair. Bring your feet forward with you. Hang on to the back of your chair or just reach behind you, either or. I have short arms. I need to shift back a little bit more. So I'm going to hang on to the back of my chair. I'm going to make sure that my shoulders are back and down. And then I'm going to push forward with my chest. I'm feeling this stretch in my biceps, in the fronts of my arms, the fronts of my shoulders, and through my chest. I'm also opening the abdomen, sitting nice and tall. Breathe. Take this opportunity to use that deep breathing. Breathe all the way into that empty space. Breathe. Sitting as tall as you can. Pushing forward with the chest just a little bit, enough to open up the front of the body. Breathe. And release and release. We're going to stretch the back of the shoulder. Put your hand on the opposite shoulder. We're going to push these fingers off of our shoulder by pushing our elbow toward those fingers. Breathe. And release. Let's do the other side. Push those fingers off of your shoulder by pushing the elbow towards your fingers. Always sitting tall. Always sitting tall, maintaining proper posture. And release. Moving over to the side of our chair. Hang on. You're just going to reach your leg out to the side until you feel a nice little stretch right in here. Breathe. Sitting nice and tall. Wiggle walking. This foot back to the other one. You're probably wondering when we're going to get to this, saving the best to last. Moving over to this side of our chair, reaching out to the side, sitting nice and tall. Breathe. Feeling a nice little stretch on the inside of the leg. Sitting nice and tall, posture, breathing. Breathing all the way down to here, not just to here, all the way down to here. Let's wiggle walk. That foot back home. Recentering in our chair. This is where we get our second chair. I'm using something that doesn't have a back on it so you can see what the heck I'm doing. This next stretch is called a figure four, and it's hip inside of the leg, which hip health is very important, especially as we get older. So it's really important that we include stretches that stretch out those big, huge muscles around the hip joints. So you're going to sit midway in your chair. Bring your other chair in front of you. You're going to lean back. You're going to pick a leg, and you're going to cross it over your chair or your ottoman, whatever you've got going on. I'm going to put the arch of this foot into the inside of my knee so my leg doesn't travel anywhere. I'm going to come to a tall spine. This is where the stretch starts. Sitting nice and tall. If this is enough, you can feel enough of a stretch, stay here. Remember, baby steps. Don't lose our flexibility overnight, so we don't get it back overnight. It's a process and we need to work hard at it. If this is you're okay here, the next part of this stretch, I'm going to hang on to the side of my chair behind my hips, and I'm going to hinge forward from the bottom of my spine, pushing my chest toward my crossed over leg. Don't let it hurt. Breathe. Breathe. And this is where the stretch intensifies, but don't let it go to pain. Breathe. This is a very intense stretch, and it's one that we need the most. Come back up to tall. Lean it all the way back. And we're going to put that foot there, and we're going to put our other leg up now. Taking our time, moving in and out of our stretches. Locking that leg into place. Coming to our tall sit. Breathe. Breathe. Hanging on the side behind my hips and pressing forward with my chest. I'm going to look down at the floor so I don't crush the back of my neck. Breathe. We're almost there. We're almost there. And bring it back up to tall. Roll it back. Release it. Sit up tall, and we are finished. Grab your water, take a drink, and I will see you for our recap in 2 seconds. Well, there we have another episode of A Little Bit Fit in the books. So let's recap. So our fit tip of the day was deep breathing, the way that our body was meant to breathe, not halfway into the lungs, all the way into the lungs. It helps your blood pressure. It helps oxygenate your blood properly. Again, your blood oxygen level should be at about 95%. Get your doctor to help check that. Lowers the resting heart rate, improves circulation, calms the mind, and it helps the body relax naturally. Okay, so remember that. Practice deep breathing a few times a day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you've got spare time. Use it to practice your deep breathing. So again, thank you for joining me, Karen Ross, for another episode of A Little Bit Fit, and I will see you again soon. But remember, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more you can grow. We'll see you next time.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Family, it's just extremely important. People move around. Connected for Success has just made it so much easier. For the longest time, I was on cloud nine. It connects you to family, it connects you to the outside world, and it makes you feel connected to the community. It was a whole new experience. You realize then how much you missed out. In fact, connect is my favorite word now. I love that word. Keeps me out of trouble.